Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Bear Strong. We're finally going to work through your questions today that you just sent through Instagram. Meaning to do it for a while, so we're just going to plough through all the top questions that are coming through. Okay, the first one of the most popular one is how much do you weigh and how tall are you? I'm 5'11" and I weigh, when I'm competing I weigh about 155, 160. Off season, when I'm when I don't have shows coming up and stuff like that, I would drop to about 140. But I try to stay about 150 if I can. 160 is a barrier I get to. If I hit that, after that, I do start to slow down. I'm not as athletic, so I don't like going above 160. The only time I would work up the sort of 160 body weight if I have like a max deadlift, max log press competition or a push-pull or something like that, I would maybe go up to 160, but yeah, 155 is a good weight. I still move well at 155, still fast on the feet. And I have no problem putting on strength at this size either, so I try to stay around 155 if I can. Okay, next question. How can we encourage more LGBT people to join powerlifting or come out? Well, start with the coming out. It's two different things, sort of. So the coming out thing, you know, as long as there's plenty of support out there, people like myself coming forward and putting their stories out there, I think that's all you can really do regarding helping people come out. Like, I don't think any pressure should be put on people that they have to come out at a certain time in their life, or, you know, especially younger in life. You don't have to, you just do it whenever you're ready, whenever you feel comfortable to, and whenever you think your life's in a position that it's a good time to go that direction. Regards going into powerlifting and strongman, I don't see anything that's hindering people going into it. I know that there's LGBT federations within powerlifting, which is amazing, so there's plenty of support there. Really and truly, like, you know, a Google search would show people that there is them LGBT federations out there. I believe that there's plenty of support there, but there shouldn't be pressure that comes with that, you know. Let people do themselves and you do you, you know. I think doing things like this, sharing my experience, sharing my stories, like the thousands of messages that we've got, shows how much it means to people. And people have messaged me being inspired to come out. Do things in your own time, but I think that the two sports of powerlifting and strongman, I think there's plenty of support there, and I think there's plenty of encouragement there, without having to, you know, really overly push people, if you know what I mean. Favourite pre and post workout nutrition. I'm not sponsored by any nutrition company, so I don't back who gives me products or who's paying me money. Any sort of recommendations that I've done to date has been what I think is the best, and at the moment Team Affinity products are above and beyond anything that's out there. I've started taking all their pre-workouts, their morning drinks, recovery drinks, and my trains went through the roof. But as well as that, all my training partners, other people in the gym, they're all taking them too, and their training's going through the roof. But when you've done strongman for 10 years and you've trained for 10 years, and the next thing you start trying a new product and it actually works, where you can see the difference every day, that is a big statement. You know, normally when you've trained for so long and you try something new, it's just like, it was alright, you know, it does what it says in the tin. Affinity just blew me out of the water. Like, their pre-workouts, they've got pre-workouts designed for like nearly every type of workout you're doing, which makes bloody sense. Their big one, they've got one out called the competition meat one, and I ordered it, and that's purely for big events and for competitions. And I took 2 scoops of it to try it for, I think we were doing a max log or a max deadlift someday. It was a big heavy session, and my lifts was just effortless. Like, the session was amazing, but I wasn't running around off my tits, you know. I wasn't running around like dizzy or too much mental stimulation, and that is like so perfect. I can't wait to use that in competition, because one of the worst things about competition is you sit and bang pre-workouts, trying to get as much drive as you can, as much energy as you can, and as much of a buzz as you can, and then you're all over the place. See the amount of times I went in at a competition in the first event with nerves, adrenaline, anxiety all put together, and you try to lift the bar, you try to lift the object, and you're that dizzy and you're that all over the place that you can't actually put 100% effort into it. So yeah, their products are unbelievable at the moment. Anybody who's into any type of strength training should definitely be on their stuff 100%. How many calories do you consume in a day? For me, if I'm eating in around 5,000, I will gain strength and gain muscle pretty well. If I drop below 4,000, I find I lose weight. So 5,000 is my sort of good number. 5,000, maybe 5,500 is a good number for me to gain without going into coming up to competitions, heavy training weeks and stuff like that. My calorie intake will go through the roof. Even here, when you're in a really warm climate, like, it's just taking so much more calories to like be able to walk around and stuff like that. My appetite's through the roof, so I just sort of eat based on my training, but 5,500, that's a good number for me. Thoughts on sumo deadlift? Sumo deadlifting, look, it's not in strongman, and I believe it shouldn't be in strongman because the apparatus that we deadlift on, it would be a massive advantage to a sumo lifter if you've only, you know, a few inches to pull it or whatever. In the sport of powerlifting's got the rules, you know. If you don't like the rules of a sport, you don't fucking join it. I've done sumo deadlifts like loads in my training to help develop the glutes and the hamstrings a lot more. So like, I'm not one of these people who's like, sumo no lift and stuff like that there. Like, you know, it's a respectful lift. Like I say, I've done it in training. My max deadlift's 380. You know, I've never even pulled 300 on a sumo deadlift before. Like, so, you know, it's like everything. It takes effort, discipline, and hard work to grow the lift. So, yeah, for me, it's just in powerlifting it's fine, but I don't think it should be in strongman because of the type of apparatus that we're lifting. It would just be a huge sort of disadvantage to other people. It wouldn't be like a proper deadlift in strongman at all. My coming out story, it's all on Bear Strong, the documentary. It's on Amazon at the moment and it has been released on YouTube at the end of this month, which is a pretty big thing for Bear Strong. So if you want to watch it, go to Amazon or go to www.bearstrong.co.uk and the link's on there, or wait till the end of the month and it'll be on YouTube at the end of the month. What do you want to achieve with this channel? I guess so far, like with everything that I've done with Bear Strong and the messages that I get, it's the messages that I'm getting that inspire me to sort of keep going with it. It just seems to be reaching out and helping so many people, and people hearing my story and hearing what I have to say. It's just helping a massive range of people. And what I would love out of Bear Strong is, you know, I love holding my talks, I love doing my seminars, and I want to do that all over the world. And it's looking like it's going in that direction. You know, the UK, we have so many bookings in the UK, there's big interest in America, there's massive interest in South Africa, and there are places I want to go to and I want to talk and I want to be able to help sort of as many people as I can, and like, I really fucking enjoy it. You know, it's not like, it doesn't even seem like work. Like, I'm truly enjoying it. That's what I want to achieve with the channel. You know, the channel needs to be there so that people can go on and watch and get advice and help, you know, from, you know, it's my side of things, and it's one opinion of many that's out there, but like, you know, if my opinion helps a certain amount of people, then that's amazing. Like, what's your favourite thing about yourself? You do that as some type of therapy fucking shit, make you say what you like about yourself. I do get that question quite a bit. I remember them like some therapy thing I went through before, they made you answer that question, you know, what's your top 3 things you like about yourself? And it's so hard to answer it. I don't know. I guess like the main thing I love about myself is like my strongman, but I don't know if that's a thing you love about yourself or not, but like, nah, I just find it wild hard to answer that. Like, I couldn't say anything like genuinely that comes to mind, like, but I think it's one of them things. I think a lot of people struggle to answer that question, you know, and I'd say it was brought up before I went on this therapy thing, and it was brought up, and the idea to bring it up, they wanted to show people, you know, how hard it is for them to answer something they love about themselves, meaning that, you know, sort of self-love isn't strong enough type of thing. How are you doing on your new Facebook? I had to set up a fans page on Facebook because my personal page was getting way too many requests, and on my personal page my friends and my clients and stuff like that would message me on it, and there was that many messages coming through that I was losing all their messages, and then I wasn't able to reply to the people who were messaging me. So I set up the fans page on Facebook, which is Chris Big Bear McNaughton, and it's like an athlete page. And any messages that comes through that, I reply to them all. I've replied to everybody so far. But the messages and the friends requests on the private one, I just can't. It literally is impossible to reply to them, like, because it's just buried and sort of lost now, and it's making sort of my business life a wee bit harder too. So that's why I opened up the fan page, because it means that all the questions can go to there. I can go on, I can just sit and work through them and reply to everyone. So if anybody wants to follow me on Facebook, make sure you follow the athlete page and like it, and then drop me a message. I'm not going to say I'm going to reply to you straight away, but I will get back to you at some stage. You know, sometimes I spend a few hours at night just going through them all, like, and I say I always appreciate your messages, like, so just bear with me till excuse the pun, till I get replying to all the messages. Have you ever been to a bear event? Yeah, I've been to like a few bear nights and stuff like that. I've got a few invites, and whenever I was in London I used to go to a few clubs and that. I really enjoy them. I will admit, like, at the start, when I started going to sort of bear events, I found them very intimidating, You know, it was just totally out of my comfort zone, didn't know what to expect, but I just thought, right, the hell with it, go in, try it. I think the first place I went to was the Compton Bar, which is a well-known sort of bear bar, and I went in and I was waiting to get a drink at the bar, and I just looked round, and the first thing I thought was, it just reminds me that I'm in a rugby club, if you know what I mean. And I was sitting waiting for a drink at the bar, and the next thing somebody came up and tapped me on the shoulder and says, "Are you Chris McNaughton?" And I was like, "Yeah, I am, yeah." And they're like, "Oh, I follow you with Strongman." And then a couple of other people introduced themselves to me, and before I knew it, like, I knew so many people in that bar. Bear in mind, I wasn't even out then, so like they were like, "What are you doing here? You know, what are you doing in Soho?" And I was like, "Oh, just over for a drink," type of thing, you know, and chilling out for the weekend. But yeah, it was brilliant, like, and like it just honestly, like, I ended up drinking away with them boys, and I think I left the place half cut, like, you know, but it was really comfortable after a while, and then I started going to a few nightclubs and that, and I really enjoy it. Like, the guys are so nice, and they yarn away and talk away, and it does just remind me of sort of being like, you know, back in the rugby days, going into the bars and sitting necking pints and having a few shots and a laugh and stuff like that. Like, it's a really nice community, and since it came out on Instagram and been more public, the bear community is full of lovely people. Like, you know, the guys message me from all over the world, you know, and it's really nice to see it. It's such a very strong and very friendly community. So yeah, I've been to loads of events, and I hope to go to loads more. There's definitely a lot of emails coming through inviting me to prides and bear events and bear prides and stuff like that, and I'm happy to go anywhere, like, you know, because you're always sure of a good weekend. So guys, that covers a lot of the top questions that I have coming through. Any questions, any topics you guys have, again, make sure you send me them through Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Just send me through, Chris, I'd like you to cover this here, and we'll see what you think. We're going to do another video while we're here. It's going to be a video where John's going to ask me the questions that you guys have been asking, but maybe I've avoided it a wee bit more, so that'll be fun. But yeah, tune in guys for the next video. Thank you very much for watching this here, and make sure you subscribe and keep up with us on Facebook and Instagram. Cheers guys.